Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Mr. Silver 2000 here, and as I was sitting here kind of going through everything this morning with all the information coming out through the Spectrum and stuff on Star Citizen, I just kind of wanted to give you an updates, some quick thoughts. I'm gonna try to make this a short video this time. So confirmed, 3.18.1, 3.18.2, complete full wipes. Y'all guys should go back and watch the other videos I did. I kind of saw this coming before 318 even came out, right? I was saying, like, I was trying to ignore what they were saying, look at just at what they were doing and the issues that were happening, and it was just kind of like, yeah, they're definitely wiping this, right? So here we are. Don't forget, 319 is a major patch. During major patches, they normally do some sort of wipe. So prepare for it. I think it's going to, at the very least, have a partial wipe. Just for what's going to be added to the game. I know it's not a gigantic patch, but they are adding some important key features and stuff like that, and I am expecting another partial wipe. So 18.1, 18.2, 319, that's if they don't do a 18.3 sneaking in there somewhere. But with that said, is there going to be a max exodus or a departure from this game? You know, are a lot of people going to go away? And I kind of did like a quick little poll on this, and I know there's not a lot of votes. I think there's like 66 or something like that, but you can kind of see the way it's leaning, and it looks like most people buy their ship so they don't have to grind. For me, that doesn't work. I love bouncing around the different ships. I do have my favorite ones, and I do have the ones that I would love to have for daily drivers permanently. And maybe one day down the line, if this game gets to be a little smoother, less wipes, I'll probably purchase one of those ships. But it's, how would I put this into correct words? Could this be some sort of marketing ploy, these wipes, right? I mean, could this be like some sort of boost with 319 coming up with Invictus? I don't know. It just seems like really on that time frame where it's hard to ignore that. Okay, maybe they're going to do these wipes. Maybe 18.2 doesn't really need a wipe. How do they know 18.2 isn't going to need a wipe if 18.1 isn't really out with the full wipe? How do they know in between 18.1 and 18.2? I'm not a developer, and I don't know how the game is being developed in the back end or anything like that, but I'm just saying it's very odd timing for this, right? And with multiple wipes and people wanting to play, if they were to say smooth this game out for 319 and it started running well for this free fly and this stuff like that, would people be buying ships? I think they would. I mean, the poll I just had up, right? That's people are buying ships. That's what I can tell you about it. People buy ships. So that's really what's going on right now. That's kind of my thoughts on it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or a negative thing. I always tell you guys I support the game. I think the vision is cool, but you know, I have a video that I'm going to do later, and it's maybe rub people the wrong way, but I'm going to go ahead and probably do it anyways because it's something to think. It's at least something to think about and something to know and show what happens when you take a company like CIG, you open a free wallet, no deadlines, no direct goals. Goalposts can be moved. When you just open the hand to creation, what happens? This is why major places, major studios, this is why in the business workplace in normal times, this is why you set goals. Because if you don't, it's never going to get finished. It's just not. It's the way it works, the way the world works. Why would they say, okay, this is where we're going to stop when people still have their pocketbooks open? It doesn't make any sense to think that they're gonna stop when pocketbooks are still open. It's not realistic for us. It's just not. Okay, so all these little negative things aside, gamers love to level up. I mean, that's kind of my opinion behind it. We like to, when I say level up, I mean some sort of driven goal. So why could we not add something during these wipes that would give us something to work for, whether it's maybe based on time or based on missions complete? I know we don't base it around AUEC, or they would just let us keep our AUEC, right? But something, they could figure out some way of interaction of what we've done. They track everything that we do as players. So why couldn't we not be rewarded? Hey, if you play for 10 hours, you get an additional bonus of AUEC. And then if you play for 25 hours or 40 hours or during all these things, something that rewards it, because they need people to test. And that's the whole thing about it, right? They want people to test, but they do things that keep players from playing and grinding. But yeah, they could, some sort of tier system. That's just what I'm thinking. I'd love to hear what you guys think about that. Please leave comments on that specifically in the comment section. I'd love to know like what they could do to keep people playing in the game when they are doing things like this and wiping it. There seems like it would be kind of easy to deploy. So you guys that are going to leave, I guess I'm talking to the people who are probably going to take a break. I know that I will not be playing that much for 18.1 and 18.2. Like I said, I don't have that many ships. I'm not going to grind if I don't get to keep it. It's just, I'm going to go to play something else that my time is going to be worth it, and something that maybe I can get different content out to you guys. But what are you going to be playing? And that's kind of my question, and then kind of directly related to the channel. What games, if Star Citizen didn't even exist, what would you guys be doing? I'm leaning lately to probably going to No Man's Sky. I think they have done some freaking awesome updates. And I know people complain about the graphics, right? But the thing about No Man's Sky is the graphics are purposefully done that way. They purposely built it on that retro vibe, right? It didn't have anything to do with visuals per se, because if you look at the game, it's detailed, but it's just not what do we call it, the immersive, realistic experience like Star Citizen is. But again, No Man's Sky is not trying to be Star Citizen or vice versa. Another game I was kind of looking at was maybe taking a peek at the Kerbal Space Program 2. It would literally be some blind playthroughs because I've never even played the first one. But I kind of like the engineering side of it, and the graphics have been, updated some, and I think it would be maybe something cool, like as a community, or maybe do some live streams on some rocket builds. That way I can build it with you guys, with the community, and get input as I'm building it. I don't know. It seems like it would be kind of like fun to build. The last game I was kind of taking a peek at was maybe like the X4 Foundation. It's another game I had never gotten to play. I've never gotten to play a lot of games. I never even played Elite Dangerous, right? Because like it was so grindy, and I just wasn't into those grindy games. But yeah, please guys, let me know what you guys are thinking. What are you guys going to play if you're going to leave? I know a lot of people are going to hang on to Star Citizen. I mean, and that's fine. I'm not going to say I'm not going to pop on and fly around and maybe do some missions, maybe do some bounties, maybe do a little pirating, since, I'm not really focused on money. You can go exploring and do things that maybe you wouldn't do normally, right? But yeah, I really could use some comments, guys, some feedback on maybe what else I could be doing if I'm not going to play Star Citizen. I'd love to see some comments on what CIG could do to kind of help us, like give us something to work for, since a lot of the stuff is getting wiped. And yeah, do you guys think a lot of people are going to be gone on this patch? That's really all I have for you. It was a kind of a longer video than I guess I intended it to be, but thank you guys for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always, and please throw this a like if there was some good information, and I will see you guys in the next video.